What's up, guys? Puma with you today. We're going to be looking at another video and another weapon in our series, the best weapons in Warzone. Insert awesome graphic. Oh, we don't have those yet. All right. Well, we do have this. Thanks. All right. So today we're going to be looking at the M13. The M13 is widely regarded as one of the better or one of the best ARs to use. Very good accuracy and range. Not so good on the damage scale. So we're going to take a look at this, the best attachments, the best ammo to use. So stay tuned. Let's check it out. All right, so let's start off like we always do. Just looking at the recoil pattern for the stock gun with a 30 round mag. So right off the bat, I noticed that there's not as much vertical. It's a tighter spread than some of the other ARs. Not as much vertical, not nearly as much vertical. Decent amount of horizontal. So you can see the pattern here. Kind of going up and to the right about halfway through it jogs over. This one pretty consistent throughout, but up and to the right, basically. All right, let's take a quick peek at the 60 round mag, see what we get for the extra 30 rounds that we've got here. All right, so similar with a lot of guns, maybe all of them, how you end the 30 round mag or your stock mag is basically how the last rounds go. So you've got a 30 round mag here. You've got right about here is going to be the end of your 30 rounds, somewhere right in here. And then the last 30 that you get on the 60 round mag is just going to continue in the exact same fashion, right? You can see over here too. First 30 rounds, and then the last... So about right here, it's just going to continue there. All right, so one more stock ammo test. This time with the M13, we have what's called the 300 blackout rounds. It's a 30 round mag with increased damage, no tracer, and some other multiplayer perk, I believe. So let's see what the recoil looks like for the 300 blackout rounds. All right, so a similar pattern. These first two are the stock 30 round mags. These right here are the 300 blackout. A little bit more recoil for sure. But still very similar pattern and still a pretty similar spread. All right, so if you're familiar with these videos, you know exactly what I'm going to do next. We're going to go with the 3 attachments that you should be using on almost any AR that you want to use for Warzone. The monolithic suppressor, the long-range barrel for any gun. On the M13, it's called the Tempest Marksman, and the Commando foregrip. Now, what I will say is between the Commando foregrip and the Merc foregrip, sometimes you can get really similar stats. I don't know if you can see on the screen there, but your accuracy is a little bit better. Your range goes down. Your mobility, which is your ADS, goes up a little bit, and your recoil control goes down. You're going to have more recoil control or increased recoil control. This one adds a hip fire accuracy element to it. So sometimes the Merc foregrip is worth checking out. So I'm not going to say that between the Commando and the Merc foregrip, there's always going to be a set answer. Definitely check them both out. They're both really good. All right, so here we go with those 3 attachments. Again, I like to give you guys 3 so that you can use the other 2, whether it's for an optic, attack laser, a stock, a rear grip, something like that. So here's recoil with those 3. So predictably, it cleans up the spread vertically and horizontally. It's much smoother bullet to bullet. It's also just tighter. So that's what these attachments are supposed to do, and that's what they did here. All right, so here we are again. This time, since we've got this kind of bonus little set of ammo for the M13, we're going to test same attachments, Commando foregrip, the long barrel, and the monolithic suppressor, this time with the 300 blackout rounds. We're just going to see what that recoil looks like. Yeah, so not bad, actually. Very similar. Very similar. And you're getting a bonus damage with these rounds as well. All right, so here's our real world test. Again, this is pretty standard for the videos we do to test these out. I've got the long barrel, the commando foregrip, and the monolithic suppressor on my M13. I also have the 60 round mag and a VLK 3x optic. So what we're going to do here is aim at this target. I've got painted, nice pink thunderbolt, and it's about 50 meters away or so. We're going to try to actively control the recoil to counteract what we know the gun is going to do. It's going to naturally go up and to the right. So we're going to move our mouse down and to the left. And we're going to see how tight of a spread we can get. And hopefully I don't screw this up too bad. So you can see it got away from me early on, and then I was able to correct. Let's look at it. Let's go on this side. So we'll try to look at this afterwards. We're going to aim for this big circle, this big bullet impact right here. So you guys can probably see that. This is one of the reasons people like this gun so much. The recoil, not just staring at a wall and looking at it, but actually using it, the recoil kicks way more early in the mag, like the first 10 rounds. Once you get it under control after that, it's much, much easier. Probably you can see on both of those that the last 15 rounds or so were just laser beams. So it got away from me up here, and then the last few we were able to center pretty well. Same thing over here. These right here, this cluster is early on in the mag, first 8 to 10 rounds, and then the rest of them I was able to center pretty good. So if this is a bad guy that you're shooting at, he's dead now. All right, so here's our second test. This is a much farther target. This one's going to be about 120 or so meters away. We've got a nice little skull right over there. Again, this is the range, about the limit. A lot of you are going to feel comfortable using an AR in Warzone. When you get to this limit, you're thinking about a sniper, a DMR, or something like that. But let's see what we can do at this range. I'm not going to be able to see my bullet impacts, but you guys could probably see that again. It kicked early. I actually overcorrected, and so I went back the other way. But we're still getting a pretty good spread on our bullets. Let's try this one more time. Low ammo. It's pretty close. And again, this is a little bit bigger than an upper torso shot from this range, but you're still hitting a lot of these bullets. We're not going to be able to see this spray, the bullet impacts from this distance, so I'm not going to go over there. But if you want to look at that recoil pattern again, or say, hey, how does that line up against the guy that I'm going to be shooting at, just rewind the video and watch it again. I could use a little bit of work with this, but you can see it's a pretty good gun to be using at range in terms of accuracy. All right, guys, thanks for checking the video out today. I hope that was helpful. As always, if you have a certain build of the M13 that you would like to share with us, you'd like me to check out, or you just want me to see, or you want to share with everyone else, go ahead and drop that in the comments below. Again, the thing about the M13 that I really like, and I've used this a good amount, is the accuracy. The only downside is there's times you'll get into firefights where you feel like you lose because you have to get too many hit markers, meaning it just doesn't do enough damage. So the upside, the big upside, is accuracy. The downside is damage. So again, I'm always curious to see what your builds look like, what they are. I've kind of got the ones that I like to use for Warzone, but feel free to share those with me. As a reminder, I'm always streaming on Facebook. You can find me at fb.gg/armoredpuma17. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here so that you get notifications anytime I go live.